everyone. So today I'm going to start with the paper which is Element of Statistics. Okay, and the short form of this paper is also ECO07. So basically in this presentation, I'll be giving you an introduction to this paper. What are the various aspects of the paper? What type of topics are covered in this paper and so on. Okay, so let me start with this presentation. So first of all, let me define the objectives of this paper. So what are the main aim? What is the aim of this paper is trying to convey to the students is that, first of all, we'll understand statistics. What is statistics basically? Why it is used? How is it used? Where all it is used? We'll study various definitions of statistics given by different researchers all over the world. Then we will go on and study statistical surveys. So statistical surveys are basically you can say, the respondents or the people are interviewed to get some information from that population or from the data set. Then we will also study how to collect the data, classify and present the data. Okay, so there are various methods of data collection, data classification, and data presentation. We'll learn each of these as we go in the details of this unit or of this paper. Okay, then we'll go on and study what is accuracy, how is accuracy defined in statistics, what are the different types of errors which are committed in statistics, and so on. And then we'll study measures of central tendency. So by central tendency, we can say that by central tendency we mean where the data points are centrally located at. Okay, so one of the example is mean. So we'll study not only mean, we'll study other measures of central tendency like mode, median, and so on. Then we'll move on to discuss what are ratio, percentage, and rates. How are they calculated? How are they used in our daily life, or how the companies use it? And then we'll also study dispersion and skewness. Dispersion in layman terms is basically, so what do we do in central tendency? We study where the data points are centrally located at. But in dispersion, we'll study how much they are scattered about some central points. So we'll study various measures of dispersions and skewness as we move along this unit or this paper. So the syllabus basically consists of 4 blocks, and each block is divided into various units. So basically there will be 4 blocks. The first block we'll discuss various statistical concepts. What are the various concepts of statistical what are the various concepts of the statistics, like what is statistic basically, what is a population, what is a sample, all these we'll study. And then in block 2 we will study how to present the data, how to collect the data, what are the various methods of data collection. Then once the data is collected, how to classify the data, and then once the data is classified, how to present the data. Then in block 3, we'll study various measures of central tendency, like we'll study mean, we'll study mode, we'll study median, and so on. We'll study quartiles and how are they useful and where are each of them used, and so on. Then in block 4, we'll study what are the various measures of dispersion and skewness. Skewness basically means the symmetry of a distribution, whether a distribution is symmetric or is non-symmetric. So all such studies we'll do in block 4. Okay, so let me give a brief introduction of block 1. So block 1 consists of 4 units. Unit 1 is we'll study what is the scope of statistics, what is statistics, how have various scientists around the world defined statistics. Then unit 2 will study how to organize a statistical survey. Statistical survey is one of the methods of gathering the information from the population. So there are various methods. So how are statistical survey conducted? What are the challenges involved, and so on? We'll study in this unit. Then in unit 3, we'll study what is accuracy, approximation, and errors. Accuracy means how accurate your data set is, or how accurate your results is. What are the various type of errors which are committed in when we do a statistical analysis, and how to deal with those errors. And then in unit 4, we'll study what are the ratio, percentages, and rates, and how they are used. Okay, then block 2 will be concerned with the collection, classification, presentation of data. So this is divided into basically 5 units, like unit 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So in unit 9, we'll study the collection of data. how is data collected. Then unit 6, we'll study how the data is classified, like in the form of tables or so on. Then in unit 7, we'll be mainly concerned with the tabular presentation of data. In unit 8, we'll study the diagrammatic representation, like in the form of bar diagrams, pie charts, and so on. And then in unit 9, we'll study graphic presentation, like histogram, or what are the various other graphs which are drawn to represent the data. So this block will be concerned with mainly these aspects. Okay, then in block 3, we study measures of central tendency. What is, so in unit 10, so this block is divided into 4 units. So first is unit 10, in which we'll study what is basically central tendency, what is the meaning of central tendency, and we'll focus more upon the mean. Okay, and then in unit 11, we study another measure of central tendency, which is median. And in unit 12, we study yet another measure of central tendency, which is mode. And then in unit 13, we study what are the different kinds of averages, like what are geometric average, what are harmonic average, and what are median average. Okay, so this is all about block 3. Then coming to block 4. Block 4, as I've told you, will study the measures of dispersion and skewness. So this is basically divided into 3 units, unit 14, 15, and 16. So in unit 14, we study some measures of dispersion. Okay, and then in unit 15, we study other measures of dispersion, like we study how are different measures of dispersion calculated at, what are the different measures of dispersion, and so on. And then in unit 16, we study measures of skewness or symmetry of the data. So these are the basic 4 blocks which are divided into various units. I hope you find this whole paper very interesting, because it is very, and not only interesting, it is also a very essential and a basic, you can say, a foundation of statistical analysis. Okay, if you get all these steps right, then your statistical analysis or your inference will be correct. Okay, so this is all about this paper. So we'll move on with unit 1. Okay, so all the best to all of you. Okay.